I have very happy memories of growing up in Ireland. There was a tremendous amount of love in our family. There was rather less money, but there was a great deal of love, and that made a huge difference. And my father was English, and he came to Ireland when he was a boy. He married this young lady from Northern Ireland right on the border who came from a completely different background to him. And so it was a very interesting mix. My background has taught me, I believe, to not be judgmental and to try and see beyond the obvious. Because the reality of it is that most situations are rather more complex and than we might see at first sight. And I think that's really important today, when we're living in a world that seems to be increasingly polarized, and always trying to walk in the other person's shoes. Where are they coming from? What is their background? Why have they come to this conclusion? And I think that's stood me well. So at the age of 10, it all kicked off in Ireland. And it was very clear that while the population in Northern Ireland was 60% Protestant Unionist, 40% Roman Catholic nationalist, all the power was on the Unionist side. And there was shocking discrimination against Roman Catholics in Northern Ireland. And I remember all the soldiers in the fields. I remember very vividly the armoured cars. I remember the tanks. I remember the rioting, and unfortunately I remember only too well so much of the killing that went on. So it's had a very big influence on my life to this day, that I abhor prejudice in whatever form or whatever way that it manifests itself. I believe, whether one is in the minority or the majority, that I believe fundamentally that in God's eyes we are all created equal. And so therefore, in my role as the CEO of Fleishman-Hillard, I want to treat everybody I meet in my life, I want to treat them in the way that I would like to be treated. There's not a lot I can do, there's not a lot any of us can do about some of the really horrible things that happened in our history, but we can do a hell of a lot about today and about tomorrow. And it starts with me, and it starts here. And then it starts to multiply. What we've got to do at Fleishman-Hillard is to create a new paradigm where it's not just about imagining it in terms of, oh, welcome into our world. I want to go into the world of others, because that's when we really, truly learn. Diversity matters for Fleishman-Hillard. At the core of who we are good people. We are really well-motivated people. We've got to live by example. So we want to be inclusive of everyone. I want the word to be out there that this is a fabulous environment, and that people are knocking on our door and feel this is the place that I want to work in, because I will be incredibly well treated. I will be given every opportunity to become the person that I believe that I can become. That's the mission. And when we've achieved that, when I hear that the best talent wants to come in because they will be given the opportunity in our company, then I'll feel that we've accomplished something.